Welcome. My name is Henry Lozano, and I'm the co-founder of the Red Ribbon Campaign that became national. The history of the Red Ribbon Campaign started in 1985. 1985, there was a special agent, Drug Enforcement Administration, a friend of mine, a high school classmate, our senior class president, that was captured in front of the DEA headquarters, tortured and killed. That commenced a whole rollout of discovery and people trying to understand what was going on. In 1985, when the Red Ribbon Campaign mobilized, and not as a campaign at that point in time, we had the privilege of galvanizing across the state of California through Californians for Drug-Free Youth, launching campaigns in 1986 statewide, which led us to other kinds of venues. Our youth movement across the state of California that we call the Western States Youth Alliance brought us into communities across the state, which led me to, in 1990, being cited by President Bush as one of the top 10 community mobilizers in the nation, which led me on to 1998, being appointed by President Clinton to the President's Advisory Commission on Drug-Free Communities, which led me into a transfer into President Bush, who advanced me to the co-chair of the President's Advisory Commissions under presidential appointment, and then on to sitting as the Deputy Assistant to the President of the United States in charge of the 9/11 office, the USA Freedom Corps. Progress continues to be needed. We need to understand today that young people in the environments that they exist in have an awful lot of skill and capacity and leverage within other young students. We need to remuster this campaign, but not just here in the United States, across the world. We need to galvanize young people and adults and communities across the globe, bring them to a consensus, start to move on the issues that young people are concerned about. It's not just drugs that young people are concerned about. It's about everything. Anti-bullying. You can go down the list of issues that exist in this country and around this world today. Young people could galvanize this campaign with thoughtful leaders and adults and mentors through curriculums that are already created to enhance school sites and move forward with a new technology that can move young people and adult communities back into the forefront of this great country. To launch this international Red Ribbon movement in October of this year, we have an evidence-based curriculum that fits within the context of 1 week. But that will only be the beginning of what we're going to do for the entire year, to move from schools to communities to campaigns and projects to university campuses and around the world, engaging families, their young people, and community leadership as we launch this new movement. The unique difference in the launch of the International Red Ribbon Movement is that it is an annual campaign every year, a movement across the globe. Right now we sit in a time where, with shortage of time and energy and resources, the Red Ribbon Campaign continues to find itself captioned in a week at the end of October. We all know that you can't just paste a ribbon on a kid or give them a brochure or a pamphlet or a discussion that's going to change a school, a community, or an individual life. We have young people that are supportive of what we're doing and a good portion of them that don't understand why we're doing what we're doing. The international movement will focus on delivering training and technology and promising practice curriculums throughout the entire year to capture that student population in civic engagement modes, in service learning modes, in all kinds of approaches that can engage young people to find a whole new identity in their time, their life, and their friends. Today, young people have the capacity to peer mentor. We all know that, but very little of us give them that opportunity and training and the necessity to do things like that. Young people have this incredible notion of what they want to do and what they want to be. And a lot of young people have no idea at all. Part of this goal of this International Red Ribbon Movement is to engage young people around the planet to have discussions and to think about, what is it? Where are they going? Why are they here? What are they going to become in life? But the prospect of engaging, not just peer-to-peer, but mentor to peer, to peer, to move all of those facets together and address the issues that a young person has. They need to be understood, they need to be respected, they need to be viewed as capable and talented and full of energy and resilient beyond anything we understand. As we advance this campaign, I invite you to join us as we launch October 14th, the International Red Ribbon Movement. Not a campaign, a global movement that will continue from that point forward to galvanize young people and adults in communities and schools across this great nation. We stand with you. We're ready to continue. And I want to end this by saying that I understand clearly that in my life, I've had a commission that was afforded me in 1985. It makes no sense today to diminish that commission, disconnect with that commission. My friend Enrique Camarena and his lovely wife Mica Camarena have been gracious friends throughout these years. And I still travel and have had the opportunity to travel with Mica Camarena and her gracious son Kiki Jr. This is the time that we move forward, understand clearly that the front in front of us is to continue this endeavor, not from the past, not recreating an old movement and moving it forward, but involving ourselves in a new campaign that has the power and the essence and the vitality to change communities one at a time across this great nation. We encourage you to visit www.internationalredribbonmovement.org.